Our Wi-Fi together, son. Here we go again. You ready? Hold on.
I want your body. If you love me, let me get your body.
Six Paths Dice here. Mr. Lane, if you need me. Let's make sure all the levels is correct before we get into this cook here. I don't know. I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do, which is just flip out. But I don't know if I give y'all a straight Drake show this whole week. This ain't going to be a straight Drake show. I'm going to take some breaks. But I am going to start the show. I am going to continue to do the work. Are you doing the work? No, seriously, I'm looking at you right now. Are you doing the work? Welcome to Six Paths TV. Subscribe and like the video and leave a comment down below on what you think about the topic. Listen, do y'all think that people make different rules for different people? And does that make you a bad person? I want to know. I want to talk to y'all about that because for the most part, we've been doing a lot of. See, as Negroes in general. So I'm addressing the black community real quick. Negroes in general, y'all do this shit, and you know. You better have you know where it comes from. I want you niggas to start really looking at how much you men think like women, and this is the world with female-led leadership. Not saying women can't ever make a decision. Not saying women can't be competent, but there's a limit to female leadership in terms of the long-term thinking, in terms of the mental toughness. Literally, women cannot handle criticism because they mentally cannot take it, which is why they do not take it. Okay? But anyway, I bring that up because we're seeing between with this whole thing with Drake and Kendrick, which has been a brilliant case study on influence, on pretty much how black people think, right? What people think right from wrong is, and also how much you all hate winners. And the thing about Six Paths TV is that we is chasing greatness. My journey and my message will continue to evolve, but as of right now, I'm just a man with a few jobs. If you happen to still be watching the video, and one of those jobs is helping you to improve your relationships to people, places, and things. I'm gonna support you in that walk of faith, no matter what that is, because everything is a spiritual journey. You know what I'm
Your
saying?
body. If you love me, let me get your body.
But ultimately, maybe not ultimately, but I also want to remove that weakness from your heart. I want to help you move forward in life. Because I know it's a lot of y'all in particular, especially our men. A lot of y'all don't realize how soft you are. A lot of y'all don't realize that you ain't got what it takes to change the environment, even though you do got what it takes to change the environment. That's what makes you a man. I had a conversation with my boy some time ago, and he was talking about he was tired of needing people. And I had to talk with several men, and I said, yo, you are a man. You have the power to change the environment from the inside out. But we can't get there if y'all Negroes and y'all men let stuff slide. What's going on with Drake and Kendrick? You won't. That lets me know how many of y'all not winning in your real life or don't realize you're winning. Matter of fact, most men can't even tell when somebody's trying to hurt them. You try so hard to be tough. You can't even tell when somebody's attacking you. You try so hard to be stoic and cool to the point where you're being inauthentic. Relax. No one said for you to be, a little Mitch. Shout out to CGA. Hold on, man. But I'm realizing what the men are going to need moving forward. So I've been listening to a lot of Angry Man, a lot of CGA, and that has really given me a new lease. I'm inspired. I fuck a disciple. I'm here to spread the word. I don't got all the answers. All my ideas are not original, but I'm here to spread the word. And but what it's going to take is continuing to refine our ideas of everything that's worth thinking about, from improvement, right from wrong, what is excellence, what is greatness, what is a good life. How many of you are thinking about what a good life is? Let's go on a journey, okay? Six Paths Dice here, Mr. Land, if you need me. We're gonna talk about how shook Kendrick Lamar is in Toronto. That boy was moving president. He was moving presidential. I gotta salute Kendrick. He's moving presidential in the 625 cars. Ooh, boy, you scared. You asked for that. You asked for that. Either that or the authorities know. They were told that if Mr. Lamar has less than 20, he had, first of all, they pretty much had the Avengers out there. All right, nigga, they had Captain America with the shield. If you look real close in the video, oh my gosh, y'all moving the goalpost. I don't know, but that seems very PUS. It's the first 5 minutes of video. We can't get too spicy yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying.
Bullshit. I thought it was a bullshit performance.
Y'all don't know Kendrick had a show in Toronto. We gonna get into that. But first, we're gonna start with Pusha T. The latest, man. I don't know, man. Listen, even Push got the Drake stimulus package without doing the song with Drake. So we're gonna watch a clip, and this is why you can't let losers have a platform. There's so many losers that get to have it. There's so many niggas who have failed at their endeavors in life that have a platform. Listen, I like Pusha T, but without a shadow of a doubt, nigga, you do not have significant contributions to hip hop outside of your verses on good basic songs with Kanye. That first album was weird. You're weird. You're awkward by yourself. You're not really entertained by it. I mean, I wanted to like it because yo, you a one verse nigga. Every rapper is not meant to carry an album. You were never really an album dude. Like later on, you became, I think, last three Johns. I'm a Pusha fan, but when we start putting you next to Drake, no. Now, I've already jumped too far into my show. Oh, what's this?
Drunk men.
Oh shit.
Is more intelligent than 3 women with PhDs.
Thank you so much.
That's
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
That's
All right,
You
man.
think I have somebody I love in the bricks?
All right, man. Let's go ahead and start with the song, man. Pipe down, how your punk ass down. Yo, I was evolving, so you don't know me now. Now I'm never gonna be the fucking guy if I'm with you. I forget that fact, and that's whenever I'm with you. Yo, tell your baby mama that I want that option. Yo, niggas is poppin', what the fuck is your problem? I'm kung fu chopping through a Rosa Acosta. Proceed with caution, I'm about to rock the Cosper. People take L's every day, be what? You need a man up and stop being lazy. I wonder just how long it would take me to come back styling on you with HD. The boy I was. Finally grew up, I grew up, I screw up, that's why I'm fucking you up. Caffeine and THC, I said mind your biz, let me smoke my tree. I can't calm it down when I come up. I can't come. We deny the accident and see what's really happening. We can make it back again. I have it in my lap again. If I deny the accident and see what's really happening, we can make it back again. I have it. I believe in Jackson Pollock. I believe in Jean-Michel. I believe in Jackson Pollock. I believe in Robert Graham. And the woman in my queen is the king of the game. My caffeine popping, my cushions popping. Tell little mama that I want that option. I look in the mirror, you are not the problem. I turn that ass to the side cause you are a problem. Yo, I don't wanna die, just parts of me. And when you are a beast, it feels hard to breathe. Walking into my 30s with the 30 piece. I wear my heart on my sleeve, I had surgery. Yo, I will never die, I'll live for eternity. Fall on the ears of the deaf that never heard of me. Waste my 20s being stupid and jaded. Nah, I don't think about you and my replacement. Sleeping in the same bed that we used to lay in. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Wanna know what real passionate? I need one of them bitches that's passionate. What's up? I can't calm down. I can't calm down. What's up? We deny the accident and see what's really happening. We can make it back again. I have it in my lap again. If I deny the accident and see what's really happening, we can make it back again. I have it in my gut. What? bad girlfriend, I got it going on. Stop acting like you got some hot shit going on. I wanna look you in your eye when that shit is going wrong. I wrote his commandments and I put them in a song. My own man, never blame my problems on wifey. I'm my own man, never blame my problems on wifey. The zone got me feeling like beers or nothing like it. I ain't talking like this for you niggas to fucking like it. And more of my dreams, and I like to admit, yeah, I know it's been a while. I've been working on my shit. Black Wall Street back, Black Wall Street back. I mean, shout out to my homies that will listen to me rap. It's on the mission, and Nigerian say I turn heroes to mirrors and going hard in the paint. After God's with us, show me love, give me that. Yo, shout out to my hunger that I shouldn't be fucking. All sex ain't good. I got a spiritual budget. She go, ooh, she wally, ooh, she bang bang. Always wanna be my cutty buddy, girl. We gang gang. Fine with the top down, put your full man, get the money in the thing. Still trying to maintain. Young nigga, stop wasting your time. I ain't trying to be your daddy, but respect my mind. It's
Don't stop.
It's a G.O.D. That's why my devil's on the down. You got the J.O.B. What's up? I make that money. You got the G.O.D. That's why my devil's on the down. On the down. Well, my main thing, I've been stressed out. Villain errors and demon times and storylines get fleshed out. Holding grudges like a bird when I chirp. So they chirp back. Run off on the plug. Nah, you can't get your right. It was cold outside. Now it's chinchillas when it's chilly. Niggas see my ex wallowing in pain. I feel like Billy nigga, Willie nigga. Spirit never went. Touch a Billy nigga on my bullshit. Beer lunch like a Philly nigga. I need a bitch to leave me. Tell the people leave me peace to the gods. When the gods is meeting, all my dogs is eating. Better garden shit like the garden eating. Yeah, I swear it's like a gun charge when you catch the meaning. Yo, I think you put your shit stick together. All y'all eat a dick forever. I'll need a bitch be my bitch. Once we get together, we get together. Need better ops, but live forever. Oh, yeah, not with this oldest wedding. Falling off the bond, I still made it home. I don't need you, but you need you. I can make it on my own. Long little, long little, long little. These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas can't hold me back. Long little, long little, long little, long little king. These niggas can't hold me back. Long money, but we got love. They got missiles, but we got love. They got armies, but we got love. They got pain, but we got love. They got money, but we got love. Yeah. I was cooked, falling off the bone. I still made it home. I don't need you, bitch. You need you. I can make it on my own. I like the way you feel. Down, make it real. Fucking on this snow bunny. I gotta represent the image seals. I be 40 something with a 20 something. Bitch, I don't know who got you frontin'. Not for nothing, you ain't stop nothing. Must be smoking on a rock, son. I'm in San Andreas like the rock, son. Big Daddy still wouldn't got you something. Oh my God, this coming. Oh my God, this coming. Yo, it's the big homie. Got the little homie. Got the butter on me. Like my demon. Kinda like my demon. So I'm never lonely. Trying to buy the finest only. All I hear is back only. Also know like Carl Thomas. Let it rain like 20. You ain't God know me. Say my name. Long letter. These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas can't hold me back. These niggas ain't hold. And the long letter king. These niggas can't hold me back. Feel no way, make you feel some type of way. Some type of way. I can feel myself getting better without you. I can feel myself getting stronger without you. Type of way. Yo, I'm the big wave, bitch, boss and hoes. Stop taking brother with the coldest flows. I got some snow bunnies for the Nova Scotia. We in the Poco knows I was supposed to go. All this thing I had to do was forget myself. Paper memories, I relive myself. Today I am better, today I am stronger. Every time I have a run, this shit will last longer. Now if I stay hotel Rwanda, smoking Mary J, so it's no more drama. I'm sorry, you ain't getting enough love, but my love is top 10. Gonna argue with your mom, you ain't fixing the battle like peace and quiet. Passion burn like a copyright. But the money together to make a spirit bond woman. I put a game like an old LeBron nigga. Put that money together to make a spirit bond woman. Sit your punk ass down to rock with my spirit. Keep it rotation release. 6 women, I was always winning. It ain't no different. I pray every morning to keep myself in rhythm. I go extra rhythm, change the algorithm, take the pipeline that leads to prison. I find a star where I see so distant. Hey, feel no way, make you feel some type of way. Some type of way. I can feel myself getting better without you. I can feel myself getting stronger without you. I'm doing better without you. Had to realize I'm doing better without you. I won't quit. Shout out to the time I was broken in the bitch. Being broke, making sick. Got a kill for the shit. Fresh car fish in my choppers. Just want you to know. Go back and forth with these hoes. Nigga, this covered in gold. I've been covered in gold. You cannot fuck with the bro. Nigga, this covered in. don't fucking Molly no more neither. I'm at the block party with the glow like Easter. I think I was fucking with you out of convenience. These days I'll be calling my son a black genius to me when I was younger. Know me now that I'm older. Being on my own, what made me your owner? Still getting money when the weather is colder. Shout my over, this bitch coming over. What good is an arm and you don't use your soul? This pressure ain't for him, that's why I make got shoulders. Poor when it comes to talking like a rich nigga. You scared to be yourself, that's why you a bitch nigga. Don't worry about the girl seeing in my DM. But you worry about if I see you in the PM. Might be the reason that I ain't so stressed. I used to be a pleaser. I'm the one to impress. I said dedicated, I raised mine, I won't quit. Out until the time I was broken in the bitch beat. Brought me for sick, got a cure for this shit. Fresh car fish on my choppers, which one should I know? Go back and forth with these hoes. Niggas is covered in gold. I've been covered in gold. You cannot fuck with the bro. Niggas is covered in caffeine and THC. I had the black seed with CBD. I had bars for years like G.I.L. You get a Kanye beat before you get by me. Yo, it's about brotherhood. Roll through your brotherhood. Contract on you. Make sure your mother good. Long time. Pussy come from long time. Taking no trick. No bitch like she the queen of England. Tax some black King George without blinking. Out out to the years now. No longer winging. Bringing brokers to disease. I'm strong as an ox. I pray. Give food to the ops. Don't die. You block. Bob back the block. It's a large picture. The crop on top. I had to get away. I'm stand the fuck up and man the fuck up, romantic self-love, making my exes, telling the one love, can't put it in words, I sound like Young Thug, toxic level, making miss me a bunch, I master art, not doing too much, I just love it for the Joes and be fucking it up, I do rap long, nigga, enough is enough, what, not excellence, opulence, decadence, smoking on the luxury strain, shit is elegant, dedicated, I raise mine, I won't quit, and up to the time I was broke, little bitch, being broke, people sick, got a cure for the shit, fresh car, fish in my choppers, much would have know.
You think I have somebody I
Yo,
love
nigga,
in the
just
bricks?
loving and gold. I've been covered in gold. You cannot fuck with the
I want
bro.
your body.
It's good
If
covenant.
you love me, let me get your body.
That's cap. I accuse you of capping.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
We need to stay away from these niggas.
Can't avoid what I'm gonna bring to y'all niggas, man. All right, first and foremost, let's go ahead and address Pusha T with his lame ass. First of all, listen, I like Pusha T, but we're not doing this shit right here. So this is from an old interview, right, where they asked this old ass man with braids, you know what I mean, about Drake. First of all, the fact this nigga said you can't talk to me about him, my nigga. Who you ever got lit? Who you helped? For the most part, nigga, most of your career, you needed the helping. Okay? Listen, I played a clip the other day where Pusha T is talking about how inspired he was because he was doing his first album, right? My Name Is My Name, which is a weird album because you're weird by yourself. You're not a song guy. Everybody don't have the talent to carry a song. Niggas that don't got the talent to carry whole songs don't get to speak on the GOAT like that. It's weird. And if you allow it, you're weird. Okay? We gotta speak because you gotta realize when you show kids this shit, what they basically do is we created a whole trend. This is based off of how niggas deal with niggas leveling up. When I always tell y'all, when I first came to school in the hood, the first thing that the little boys who actually became something in life, because I became friends with them immediately, and they all have become something in life. All right, because we in the gutter. Most of them niggas is probably down bad. Nigga, this is Irvington. You feel me? The first thing they taught me was stop speaking so intelligently. Stop speaking so much like you come from a good place. You need to sound dumber, sound more stupid because you need to do that to fit in with these ninjas. And that was the beginning, you know. Now, mind you, luckily I didn't come from no rough family where there's people around me cussing and doing drugs and smoking cigarettes and you know playing stuff on record players and stuff like that. I didn't grow up. I mean, we had a record player, but I didn't have someone always playing stuff on record players and you know wasn't nobody in my house playing spades. I grew up with a good family because I don't know how to play spades. Like that's how you know that black person probably got a decent family that's functional. Is if they don't know how to play spades. That means they safe. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and play this clip from and there's another thing too about like not so much the danger of platforms, but there's so many more platforms that you can be a part of. You can get on as far as like if you're doing a press run, right? Not only that, when it's an internet show, not that there's more rules on a radio or TV show. They're trying to create a viral moment so people can watch their show. They don't really care what this guy is saying. But let me go ahead and just play. See how long I can stomach this. I don't think I have the stomach.
So let me ask. Yeah. Has Jay Prince ever reached out to you? Like, I spoke to Jay Prince numerous times, man. So, not about him. Okay. Hell no. Can't nobody talk to me about him. All right. Hell no. Because I also heard you say.
Not you swinging your braids. Not you swinging, bro. Talk to you about what? Talk to you about what, sir? This is what I'm talking about. Us making the least talented and the least successful, because that's kind of what we do when we emulate the hood. Because all black people feel this need. We have I read it online somewhere today. Someone talking about how black people have an obsession with the hood. We have an obsession with the struggle, especially if you're African American. We don't feel as though we're keeping it a buck, we're keeping it real. If we're not speaking and acting like people who are in the struggle and not looking at it as, nigga, this is a mindset. What you do when you prop a nigga like this up is you say basically that's the bar for the music. You ain't got Pusha T doesn't have no flows. He don't really have again. I like Pusha T, but you not a star, bro. You a nigga that rap. You a nigga that's lucky to be here, bro. You came out in 2000. Matter of fact, before that, him and his brother got a song called "The Funeral." I think that might have been their first single. That was '99. They took off with the song "Grinding," produced by the Neptunes. If you're a younger person, let me explain what it was like to have a Neptune beat. If you had a Neptune beat between the years 97 and 2005, and maybe even now, and if you were not able to have you a joint and have you a hit, you don't ever rap again. Because that was back when we had the super producers, the Neptunes. Matter of fact, I'll rap on a Neptunes beat now. Matter of fact, I should go do that. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. You know what? That's what I should do.
Get up and get out of them relationships. Like, why are you here, bro?
I'm just saying, man. Who are these niggas?
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read
You know what I'm saying?
like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Another thing too. You've never moved units either. You never moved units. You've never been the guy. And see, what people do is, listen, let me tell you something. The complexion is protection in the complexion. When it comes to this hip hop shit, listen, dark skinned niggas is always seen as somehow have the most credibility. The dark is like, Hollow the Don had a bar where he said it's like the darker you are, the harder you are, right? And because black people in particular, with the way that we're programmed, first of all, we resent all anything close to whiteness. So even though at the same time the whole community looks at light-skinned people as really the most attractive, because in terms of having the most desirable features, but at the same time resent them because again, black people, we don't really realize that you still have slave programming. You have slave DNA. So the stuff that your forefathers experienced and felt and thought, we all inherit that shit. It doesn't go nowhere. So those feelings, as you can see, they don't go nowhere, right? So because he's dark skinned and basically we have this thing about also being romanticizing the disadvantage. Because let me tell you something. I've been thinking about this more and more lately, right? So, for example, right, I've never said this out loud, but I'm saying it more now. Nas could never mess with Hov. Nas could never fuck with Hov. Not with the flows, not with the bars, not with nothing. People propped up Ether because they was tired of seeing Hov win. No one really ever won like this before. There was never an artist that didn't miss. Because what happened with I think aside from X, only X has a comparable, like a comparable level of status, but X started to go down around 03, 04, that's when X started. Not really go down, but he just wasn't really as hot. And not only that, it's just like, yo, like artists had their peak back then. You had a couple of albums that people really listened to, and after that, you know, your fan base, it didn't fall off, but you just stopped being hot. Hove was the only person who really not had an unlimited run, but he kind of kept extending his run. But no one had a run like Hove, and no one had to. Even though the Hove didn't sell all the most records, but overall it didn't really matter because Hove, we know he was always an executive. He was always like the boss, boss of the label, and that thing was always putting on talent. So he put on a lot of talent, but he mostly did it at the label. Like he got other people hot outside of that, but primarily you seen that the power of Hove work at Rockefeller because him being on the records with the newer artists like Dipset and Young Guns and State Property and stuff like that, having those Jay-Z features on there really did help to sell those albums back then. You know what I mean? And I keep saying you have to really take care of the kind of artist that has the power to make another artist hot. All right? And I keep saying we don't have that right now. We don't have a new person who is so hot and the quality of the music is so good that if you put them on a record with someone else, they can literally help them become a star. Or if that person writes on their album, they're on after that. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have that. So I'm like, yo, real talk, yo, this shit about to die. And not only that, again, one more thing I'm also going to say about. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Let's play some more of the clip. I'm gonna try my best to let it play. Fair use. Hopefully they don't try to take this shit down, man. Fair use. Where's the clip at?
You don't want to wreck it with them.
I don't.
You don't want to be in the. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't want it. Let's just not even. I don't want it.
With Drake, I want to wreck it afterwards.
I don't want it. I'm cool. I'm cool without it.
You don't want no ad-libs?
Nope, none.
No photo?
Nah, I'm cool.
Goddamn, photo?
I'm cool.
No, I'm fucking with him at this point. I just want to name shit for him to say no. You don't play hockey with him?
Nah.
Canada.
None of it. I'm cool. Like, I ain't playing. I'm going to just go ahead and do what I do.
But y'all at peace.
I'm at peace.
So if right now you hosting Saturday Night Live, that was a wrong choice. You hosted
I can't host Saturday Night Live. I'm not allowed to do that.
I'm in Saturday Night Live.
As a matter of fact, we're going to stop it right there. Because that was the perfect point. Sir, you can't be someone who's never been popular enough to even host SNL and talk about you can't talk to me about the. What do you mean niggas can't talk to you about the biggest artist in the world? What he's basically saying is, no, I brought him down to nigga politics. Where I can remember clearest day in 2018 when I heard these freestyles back to back. I think Infrared came first and then Duppy came after. I believe it was Infrared, then Duppy, and then Pusha T comes the story of Adidon, which was about basically him. Pusha T basically ruined a rollout for an Adidas campaign, basically. And the point was that okay, we're gonna have Drake be the face of it, right? And it's gonna feature his son and everything, and that's how we were going to premiere that. Hey, this is Drake's child, and this is how we're going to premiere him to the world, and that's what they wanted to do. Pusha T knew about it, and what he did was rap about it in the song, and thus ruining the whole rollout. And somehow you niggas heard this record, which was done over the worst beat you could choose for a disc. He put it over the story of OJ. That's not. If you go to the radio station, right, and it's time for you to show and prove, and you want to showcase your skills, you wouldn't choose the story of OJ as the beat you choose. That was the worst beat choice ever. Also, it wasn't fly. It wasn't dope, man. It just wasn't. I wasn't feeling that shit whatsoever. And I'm watching the Joe Budden podcast, and they're just glazing over this shit. I'm like, at the time, I didn't understand. Okay, this is payola. They even did a whole interview, and I remember thinking it was so pretentious that I couldn't watch the shit. I'm like, why y'all interviewing Pusha T as if his raps are not that good. They're not that good. I'm not sure what y'all hear. I think a lot of that shit has to do with faith. Okay, there are some artists where you have to meet them halfway. You had because again, you have to try with them. Pusha T is a nigga that you have to try with. He's not someone that has undeniable records. Okay, he's not someone like say like Freddie Gibbs. Like he has a feature on a song with Freddie Gibbs and I know, baby. He has a song with Freddie Gibbs, and I like the song for the most part. I'm not gonna lie. Pusha T and that he like I don't. It's not really a flow. Like he just casts a spell. It's like a I don't know. He rap like he in a scary story, and it just messed up the whole flow of the song because he doesn't really flow like Pusha T. And I brought up the whole Pharrell and Neptune's thing earlier was the fact that nigga, you have rapped. You have had to have the greatest producers of our generation make you beats and be a part of your career for you to be hot. Meaning that when someone is really a great producer, what it really means that they can create music that you can say damn near anything on it because the beat is that good. You don't hear that as much anymore. But in our era, when you heard production, if you were an artist, the first thing you thought was, yo, I kill this beat. I almost never think that about anything I hear. That's why another reason why I don't be trying to do freestyles because I never hit beats that I've rarely ever hit beat I want to rap to. Ever. Because I mean it's just that we're just not in that world anymore. It just doesn't unless it's a record, right? And it's a really hot record. That's the main reason why you want like remix it, you feel me? But anywho, that was the first thing that we wanted to get to, man. Let's see what else we got here. I'm not sure why we're doing the intro, but cool. I'm ready. I'm here for it. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and clap it up for me again. Let's clap it up. No. Clap it up. Clap it up. Oh no, what happened? Okay. I'm back. Relax. Okay, so Kendrick, you got some explaining to do, Kendrick. You understand? What's going on here? This is what I'm talking about. Y'all let this boy move the goalpost. Yo, this tour has been it's exposed this man so much. We're gonna go through a few different posts, but this, if you guys don't know, Kendrick Lamar had a 25 police car escort and had the SWAT team down here at his show. Let's go ahead and read what my guy Kev Talks has to say about the whole ordeal. Okay, he says, "Hey LA, is this your boogeyman king? West Coast gangster moves? I thought he was snatching change. Huge police escort. The hypocrisy of Kendrick strikes again. Mind you, there was 100 officers outside guarding while he was performing. I guess Drake is the real boogeyman." That's exactly what's happening here. And I'm not letting it ride. You can go ahead and act like no. That nigga had more cars around him than JFK had the day that he passed away. Okay, that is president. That the boy, yo. So the boy got the boy moving presidential. He got you with the prime man. Yo. Matter of fact, Kendrick hit the prime minister and said, "Listen, Crody, keep me safe while I'm doing my show, Crody." Somebody holler at the prime minister, Crody. Nah, no, that's moving real PUSS. Nasty work. No, you can't associate yourself with gang culture and because again, you won in the court of public opinion and really just nigga politics. And again, and also let me touch back to what I said about the thing with Pusha. The reason why Pusha is talking like that because he realizes I have successfully used nigga politics to put myself on the same level as Drake. Because Drake, because again, whether you're mixed or whatever, all black people have a thing about wanting to belong in black culture, right? And depending on how insecure you are, other people can see that, and they can use that. You know what I'm saying, to make you basically engage with them in ways that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? For example, like I said before, our culture always rewards the loser in every facet. In hip hop in general, we always want to reward the loser. And so listen, I love Wayne. I'm a Wayne fan and stuff like that, but it kind of starts with Wayne too. Because Wayne was making music that wasn't talking about nothing. It just sounded good. And then from there, it lowered the bar in terms of the content of music, right? Now Wayne was nice, so Wayne can kind of get away with it a little bit. But I never liked how they try to compare him to Kanye because, like, no, they do two different things. And Kanye at that time, even though in my mind he was an excellent MC, but I understand now, maybe not so much. He had the right bars for the song and for the beat, if that makes sense. He knew what to say. I call it knowing what the bitch need. You feel me? I be knowing what the bitch need. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Oh, hold on, what? Hold on, what?
Your body. If you love me, let me get your body.
You understand? I know what she need. But anywho, so going back to why y'all can't be letting this slide, because again, that goes against everything you said. Also, the way that TDE has carried this whole thing, y'all supposed to be the ones that's tougher. You supposed to be more gangster, but it's just all that shit. And we hold on, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and play this clip too. It's a few. You know what? It's cool. I can't find it. But what we can get to is also is these ticket sales. Okay. Y'all told me that Kendrick Lamar has killed Drake's career and he's the king of hip hop. Okay, in the background of the lovely Porsche, right? That says 2089 Canadian. They had tickets for $20. Now listen, if this was 1965, then okay, I can let it slide. This is 2025, where a dozen of eggs, just brown eggs, not even brown cage-free eggs, is $5. Do you understand? It has become a luxury just to eat at a diner. You need money to afford to eat at a diner. You understand? Not a nice place. A diner is supposed to be just a little more expensive than takeout food, or about the same price. Not significantly. Nigga, how you gonna tell me that a burger is $20? $20? Your burgers, listen, if you don't kiss the tip, anyway, I'm gonna take my baby off of mute. You know what I'm saying?
Atlanta. Listen, I'm in Atlanta. What's the price of hate these days? $20. $20 is the price of hate. Listen, y'all are not getting over the fact that them tickets were $20.
Matter of fact, some people bought tickets just so they can diss Kendrick. You see this? Somebody there is flipping Kendrick off. After they posted F Kendrick Lamar, and then they took a picture of Family Matters. You know what I'm saying? And, and a lot of them phones in there was doing the same thing, man. I said $20. Nah, man. You say nah, man. I can see $50 or $60. $20 is crazy. Matter of fact, how much is 20? Hold on, man. That's my phone. How much is $20.89 in American dollars if it's Canadian? Oh shit. Hold on. How many? Hold on. I'm sorry. How much is $20.89 in Canadian dollars in American money? 73. Okay. So 73 times 20. Okay, let's do 73 times 20. Hold on, son, because I need to know the math on this. I'm sorry. I have to give out the math. So 0.73 times 20.89. So Kendrick Lamar's tickets were $15. Now, are you trying to tell me that the hottest rapper in the world has tickets in Canada for $15? So basically, in order for y'all to pack out that venue, they had to sell tickets for $15 to go see Kendrick Lamar. Nigga, if that don't say washed, you washed, bro. And this is why, when it comes to success, man, you cannot go about getting things the incorrect way and skipping steps. Black people, y'all love to see niggas skip steps. Y'all love to see a nigga be somewhere he ain't supposed to be at. That's that trading places complex. That's that house guest complex. House Guest is a colorful movie starring the great one of the greats of our era, especially in the 90s, Sinbad. Don't know his last name, but Sinbad was basically, matter of fact, hold on. Hey Google, what's the plot to the movie House Guest with Sinbad?
The 1995 comedy film House Guest stars Sinbad as Kevin Franklin, a fast-talking con man constantly embroiled in get-rich-quick schemes. Due to one of these schemes, he finds himself deeply in debt to the mob and on the run. In a desperate attempt to escape his pursuers, Kevin impersonates a long-lost childhood friend of an uptight suburban lawyer named Gary Young, played by Phil Hartman. Gary hasn't seen this friend in 25 years and has no idea what he looks like, making Kevin's deception surprisingly easy. Kevin moves in with Gary and his family, finding a comfortable hideout from the mob.
Yes. So in that movie, that was a Negro being somewhere he ain't supposed to be at, basically getting over. Y'all love to see niggas get over. I mean, listen, when Kendrick first started getting looks, I thought it was kind of weird. It it was at the perfect time where it wasn't that weird because hip hop was changing and we were kind of being more accepting of people who had alternative styles. You know what I'm saying? So people were a little more ready because after that, people had heard Lupe Fiasco already and other artists who were maybe not so much experimental, but just were different and had different kinds of records, right? And not only that, people like Drake kind of got you ready for a Kendrick Lamar because he didn't really have that traditional sound you thought that somebody from the West Coast should have. He had his own sound. I think Section 80 and Damn are his two best pieces of work because the songs on that album are not songs that I have to try to appreciate. That's not really good. Not all the time. You're supposed to have some shit that's just undeniable. A lot of what he does, you have to kind of like you kind of have to just try to appreciate it. You know what I mean? And that's what kind of helps you to like it, which is not really a bad thing because we do that with our friends, right? You don't in order to be friends with a friend, you don't feel as though you have to constantly criticize them to be their friend, do you? No, that'd be weird, right? And for the most part, you try your best to understand them. You try your best to relate to them. That's a part of being someone's friend because you like them. But when we don't like people, it's different. But I think more than ever, we got to realize that it's certain things we do because you don't have any real power. And that mob mentality is the strongest with people who feel powerless. Because in their mind, they see these situations as opportunities to basically let it all out. Because we have to choose violence. We have to be violent in some. We have to be evil and violent in some kind of way. That's why we have fighting sports. That's why we have all these physical things that kind of hurt the body a little bit, like from bodybuilding to actual fighting. You know what I mean? Some people play basketball. We have to do physical things. We have to dominate in some kind of way. You know what I mean? And maybe not violent, but we have to dominate something physically. You know what I'm saying? We have to also, again, we have to let the evils out, and that's what we do with celebrities. We use celebrities as someone that we can just talk crazy about and no one's going to say anything. People are not going to stick up for them but so much. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let my babe Porsche keep cooking. I forgot what I was talking about. My son is here, so he's playing the tablet and talks to me in the background. So hope I wasn't but anyway, I know I was pretty much was wrapping up to the fact that, like, yo, listen, we have to get out that mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because that the whole wanting to be in a position of getting over and supporting niggas getting over, that again, that's a way. If you're a man, right, that's a way in which you're thinking feminine, right? Because this is how you start thinking under feminine leadership. You got to realize women have a constant need to switch it up. She has to be chaotic. Chaotic does not mean bad. It just means the opposite of order. Shout to Crimson Cure, right? And as long as there's a man to bring order to the chaos. Now, this is Crimson Cure's analogy. What she says is the man's order is like turning fire into a fireplace, using fire to shape things and build things, and using fire to cook food, using fire to, you know what I'm saying, to heat a building. You know what I mean? Fire has all these great uses that we use in a regular, just heat in general. But if it's not in control, it'll burn down the whole city, burn down the house. You know what I'm saying? measurable damage, which is why this is why the world is on fire now, right? And everybody needs leadership, right? But under female leadership, behavior such as changing your mind about people becomes rampant. People do it more than ever now, right? And they don't think about, okay, is that okay? Is that fair? Would I want someone to treat me like that? All right, and another reason why you people in general have grown to hate winners and don't realize you just have an anti-winner mentality. You think whatever people who are higher in rank, or basically people who are of a higher economic standing than you have. Like for example, right? People had this thing where they have an inability to have empathy for people who are successful, which is why the guy who murdered the United Healthcare CEO, he has people sending him money for a lawyer. My nigga, what? This man murdered someone in cold blood. What are you talking about? Why would you send this man money? You ever realize how crazy that is? For someone to murder someone in cold blood, and because people feel as though, oh, well, these healthcare companies are evil, you think, what does the CEO dying do for you? And in y'all minds, again, I don't know if it's from movies, but a lot of this, again, no, I'm sorry. All of this is from 2 or 3 generations of women who think like feminists raising boys and girls, and hence poisoning their minds. And you got to realize, when you influenced by women, you look for the easy way out. Women do not look for the way that has the most difficulty. Almost every time I've ever spoken to someone who is heavier, right, and about coming down and losing weight and stuff like that, and I'll tell them what they can do. Listen, I've been that person. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been that person, right? But the other day I was telling somebody, all right, well, just walk home. You don't live that far away. You'll give me a good distance and whatnot, right? But yeah, but I'm like, you know what? In their mind, mentally, like that, like they don't walk long distances. And it's like believe it or not, people don't be realizing like, yo, like overweight women are mostly overweight people in general are mostly really lazy. Like you get some superheroes like myself. I've always been big. Always been, always been fat. I was just always really handsome, so it wasn't really a big deal until I got too big. You know what I mean? And then now I've been paying for it ever since. Like some of my only regrets. Well, I had many regrets, but that's something I could have done without. You know what I'm saying? Was like being more than 200 something pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Like I'm like, damn. Like if I would have made better choices, or just understood and just stuck to the actual diets of real bodybuilders and just broke through all that. Not because what I always, but again, men don't be real. That's another thing too. Men have a harder time being successful when you think like a woman. Basically, when you want to find ways around the rules, or you have a hard time bringing yourself to order. All right, a lot of people don't do well with even with weight loss, right? Because you want to change the rules. You want it to be something different. You want to skip steps. You want to do the part that's easy for you. Like no, you have to build up your strength. It's an everyday process. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna let old girl talk a little more.
And that they weren't selling out until they dropped the price down to $20. We're not letting that go. Okay? Say what you want. You can come to my comments all you want, talking about one more time, one more time, one more time. No one cares. $20. Give me $20. 3 hours for $20. I mean, like at this point, Kendrick and SZA going out like a cheap hoe. Okay? $20? My dog's paw cure costs more than $20. Half a tank of gas is more than $20.
Facts.
Oxtails cost more than $20. Hell, a plate outside the church costs more than $20. Like y'all celebrating $20? $20? 2 tens?
Oh, no, listen, girl.
And that was Canada money. The crazy thing is, their parking probably costs more than $20. No, but for real, I would love to see Drake take OVO Fest on the road. Toronto, they need to be put on punishment too, Drake. America is on punishment, but Toronto also needs to be put on punishment too, even though it was $20.
So these are the same people. I saw a blogger make a blog talking about. He briefly touched. Now he do battle rap blogs, right? And he briefly touched on the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, and really was like, Is it over for Drake? You know, I don't know. You know, he might be okay and this and that. And was really talking as if like Drake was gonna have like Kendrick Lamar actually damaged his career. No, no, like this was like a whole fantasy, And Angry Man pointed this out. It was a light skinned nigga who said this shit too. And Angry Man pointed this out about how light skinned niggas be feeling as though they need to make it a point to always try to ride with what's perceived as who's really black in hip hop, or taking it as an opportunity to say, all right, well, let me show how down I am by co-signing this person. That makes no sense. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and share this clip real quick, yo. Where is that, man? Now, because earlier, a few weeks ago and whatnot, this dude who was basically defending UMG, like we've never seen niggas defend the record label. Y'all are defending a record label full of white people, so-called colonizers, right? Hey, turn that down, please. So-called colonizers, right? Just to hate on Drake. I see this shit right here. This says, Nokia has now surpassed 300 million streams on Spotify. It is currently the highest selling song released in 2025. So, Kev Talk says the dot era officially ended last night. No more tour stops to care about. No new music. The hype is gone. Man ran back to New York twice. Hopefully, Wiggy lets him see the kids for Father's Day. After all that talk on Meet the Grams about being a perfect father. Actually, I think he got a show on Father's Day too. Nokia being the top song of the year on a streaming service that he was getting suppressed on is crazy. And it's the ultimate true signifier of what is the top. When people actually have a choice, not just radio payola, and see if they clearly ain't, and we see that it clearly ain't Luther. For all the 12 weeks at the top did for it, and the 2 months advance out before Nokia did for it, the math is not mathing, but they ain't new. Here's the Nokia singing accidentally on purpose song in the summer and wasn't even trying. What does that mean? When what he does with Iceman is going to be fun. You know what? My man kept me writing these Jones too fast. Especially watching all these traders backtrack and try to come back on his side, or be haters and have to talk about his success on their platforms. Looking at you, Joe and Charlamagne and Ebro, Nokia was just the opening advertiser. We haven't even gotten to the shareables, let alone the main course. People actually were talking about Drake's career being over. Drake has maintained the highest streams on all streaming platforms the entire time. Meaning that people are listening to his music every single day. At a high level. That's not an easy feat for anyone who's been around for almost 20 years. That's not easy at all. If you out there, if you watching me, man, if you're really trying to be great, you have to realize that you cannot be around everyone, because you have to realize people around you who hate on you blatantly like that, that's going to damage your psyche. It's going to wear down on you and limit your potential, because you cannot truly be great around someone who, it's a difference in critiquing you in a way to help you improve versus someone just shitting on you and putting you down. We must never forget that if Drake would have became what niggas wanted him to become, or if he would have just made music like other niggas and whatnot, right? Or just listen to black people, he wouldn't be this successful. For you go-getters out there, if you're a man trying to make it, you are alone. You have to find like-minded people and stay close to them. Cling to them. Like Itachi told Sasuke, cling to life. Okay? Because that's the real love right there. Also, if you choose to be great, if you choose to be a giver, if you choose to contribute, gotta do it for yourself. The world takes sport in showing you a lack of appreciation, especially if you're a man. Whatever you do, I'm not saying this. The way I always put it is, I do this because it is a good thing. Or I do this thing because it is good. And that's it. I don't have to worry about anything else. I did it because it's a good thing for me to do. End of story. So, so we're gonna go ahead and close out with that, man. So I wanted to touch on that. Hold on, before I go, let me make sure I got nothing else. Hold on. All right, you guys are free to go. Okay. Have a good night. Subscribe to the channel. Love you.